Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Look at him out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
What a job by this defense. Really confusing the quarterback. Jumps in front of it, and they come up with an interception to get this game started. The question I have, Chris, can this quarterback, with all this hype, put that one behind him and get ready to play a good game the rest of the way?
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this is the risk you take when you run this play. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires, and this time it backfires on the offense by going backwards for a tackle for a loss.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He's going to hand this off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
A running play called on 4th down. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show when he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And the Aztecs move into the red zone. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks left and finds his target there. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. The Aztecs line up with a 1st and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And the Sock were able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a third down coming up.
Here we go. After a long drive, it's 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in or settle for 3? Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Moves the ball up to the 30. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. Be serious. The offense going for it inside their own 30. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Bites off a defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. Physical run earns the 1st down. Offense in hurry-up mode. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Downfield shot, ball. They couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Escapes the pocket. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. They're going to run it here. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
On this marathon march, now we set up at 3rd and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Oh, that one's picked off.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. Breaks loose at the 45. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first to keep this drive moving.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Here's the 2nd down play. Back in motion now. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And he scores. Touchdown, Aztecs. They were backed up to start the drive. That's some bold play calling, great execution. And he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. And looking for a big play here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this
muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
And that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The San Diego State offense on the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Caught quickly. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Handoff to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Nice third down for the offense. Here's the handoff. Fights through the tackler. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Aztecs will send the punt team onto the field. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And a low line drive, ugly punt. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Woo, he catches a break here. Always good to have friends looking out for you on the job. That was almost a major momentum shift, if not for the returner's teammate coming in to recover that fumble.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Crosses the 10. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown. They'll begin the drive with excellent field position. The Aztecs offense back on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Looking for a deep completion. The ball is picked off. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Launches downfield, and he's got it. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, the whole key on 4 verts is being able to give the quarterback enough time to assess the defense. Because once he's got his receivers downfield, if he has time to make that throw, you're going to come up with some big gains.
Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now it's second down here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Finds his target, and it's complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll try the option play here. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the offense trots back out on the field again. First play of the second half is a handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And here's the handoff. The Aztecs will line up to punt it away. Okay, kick it away for the second time. They'll down this at the 50. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And there's the handoff. Runs right over the defender. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. Man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's a bullet pass to the left side.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On third down, he drops to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Memphis. This offense really clicking.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
They go up 18 after the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. San Diego State offense on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together with this drive? And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Second down after that previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes a handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Single back, takes the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Getting set. Here's second down. Testing the right side here. Fighting off the defender. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Well, that's the advantage of having a big running back like that. They're just so tough to bring down. This guy always seems to fall forward, and you almost never see him tackle for a loss.
Running play called on third and short. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Another handoff to him on second and goal. Touchdown, Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The extra point makes it a 35-10 game. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Aztecs offense back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Great cut there.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Sticking with the running game. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call specifically for these situations.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, San Diego State. No chance to catch it.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early, allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's that defense shifting again. He'll hand it off. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll run it to the right side. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. And they pick up the first on the ground. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can.
Spin move and still going. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Memphis. And this one is getting ugly. It's an easy job for the play caller, right? If they can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. Ball handed off. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 20. At the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Aztecs.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. It's a shotgun run call. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down mark. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll work the clock here with the running game. No shot to bring him down. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Touchdown, Tigers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The San Diego State offense on the field now. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Fires it to his target, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Using his legs here. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw to the left side. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
The defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So first down and 5 after the penalty. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching downfield. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense is not giving up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal up that loss. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.